Remembering Barry White would have been his 81st birthday. What can I say about Barry White? One of the greatest artists ever. And he really always defended himself. He always spoke out about things that were going on. And I know Earth, Wind, and Fire obviously were September, but Barry White got a song called September too, which is different tone and vibe, but it's smooth though. It's smooth. Um, he left a lasting impact. I can't even begin to say enough about what Barry White represented. One of the greatest artists ever. Singer, songwriter, producer, arranger, composer, instrumentalist, the maestro, whatever title you want to give him. He spoke about a lot. You felt his energy. You felt what he was about. Um, and I saw a few people giving tributes. I remember I had his box set, had his book, used to watch his interviews, and I just loved the realness that he gave you. He wasn't giving you anything that you felt that was, made believe. He actually put you in the frame of mind of what he was dealing with the industry, the plantation mindset, and how to fight for yours. Um, Really always felt like words of wisdom, from a man who overcame a lot but always made sure he put his best foot forward. So, when I think about Barry White, I'm always like, wow, this guy was really, really making you think, really cut to the core and to the chase. And so it's like his birthday weekend, and I just had to kind of think about it for a moment because I thought, yeah, I don't really like to let that time go by because he's one of those people that I only got to listen to, but I like what his words was. He was one of the few people to tell you don't believe everything you see on TV and how he just reflected on things, you know. And he talked about the politics of the industry and he just had a distinctive way of understanding the business, being on code and doing what he had to do. So, um, just one of those cats that I had nothing but respect for. And he was just a wealth of great knowledge. And it wasn't just somebody that just was just like a one trick pony. He really was about talking about life and getting the fulfillment of it and, the depths of it and the magnitude and the nature of it. Um, it truly one of one. And he didn't back down. He put himself in a position where he knew what his worth was. He knew who he was as a person, you know. And so he didn't get caught playing the game. So it's just taking the time to acknowledge his music, and for me, from the arrangement perspective, like his arrangements were like only second. Him and Isaac Hayes are like 1 and 1A for me as far as arrangements, because such a distinctive tone. If you listen to some of his grooves, he'd have multiple guitars going, multiple grooves going, but the syncopation was incredible. And him and Gene Page with those arrangements, those strings, it's just a lot of depth and magnitude and rhythm and counters into his music. So, but more importantly, his soul and his heart was definitely speaking truths, and he really represented. So, just want to take the time to give that man his due and remember him. Or would have been a birthday for him, because it's hard to believe he's been gone 20 plus years. It really is. But the music is timeless, and he left a lasting impression. So happy heavenly birthday. Remembering Barry White on would have been his birthday. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay woke. Stay free. Stay tuned. I'm out. Peace.